Just get out of the house. Just order food. Just start a conversation. It's not that hard. Unless you're me or anyone with anxiety. I've never been able to just do something. For instance, just go to a coffee shop. Sounds easy. Except to that, my anxious brain says, well, what coffee shop do we go to? We need to research all the ones near us and pick the best one. It needs to have plenty of space but not be too crowded. It needs to have tea because we don't like coffee. Can we see the menu online? We need to rehearse what we're gonna order before we get there. Can we walk? Do we need to take the train? Is it muddy or wet out? What kind of shoes should we wear? What if we end up being too cold? Or worse, too hot? What if we miss the train and need to wait another 20 minutes? What if all the seats are full when we get there? What if we can't get a secluded seat and everyone can see what we're working on? They're gonna judge us. We have to pack our computer and all our tech, and what if we forget something? You know what would be easier? Just staying home. Or rather, just staying in our comfort zone. I used to be good at fighting those thoughts, at getting out of my comfort zone, but I've noticed that as I've settled into the comfort of stable, healthy friendships and relationships and the comfort of working from home, that I've gotten worse at it. And it turns out being too comfortable all the time is not great for my silly little mental health. So I'm getting back out there and I'm taking you on this very serious and life-changing journey with me. This was one of Goose's Christmas gifts from somebody who's not us. A Christmas pickle, because I'm kind of a big dill. I always appreciate a pun. Unfortunately, Goose has no idea what to do with this. Just stares at it. It's too big for him. So now we don't know what to do with it. So it's just floating around our home, as a giant stuffed pickle does. I just shot a couple of short form videos and I'm cleaning up a bit. And then I think I'm gonna walk over to a cafe nearby and edit them because I think getting out of the house is good for my soul. If you follow me over on Instagram and TikTok, then you may know that I've started this series called Doing Things That Give Me Anxiety to Prove They Won't Kill Me. Because I've found that spending so much time by myself in my own home in a space of comfort over the past 2-3 years, even though I enjoy it, I feel like it's actually made me a little bit sad. I'm definitely an introvert, and so the pandemic, at least the whole work from home part of it, not the whole people getting deathly sick part of it, has worked really well in my favor because rarely do I have to leave my house or make small talk anymore. And unfortunately, I have to admit that I think having to do those things was good for my silly little mental health. So I put walnuts in my smoothie and they don't always get all the way blended up. Sometimes I get a chunk and it's never not a jump scare. But anyways, so the first thing I did to try to get out of the house more, which was episode 1 on Instagram and TikTok, was I went to a coffee shop to do some work. That's something that I avoid doing. It gives me a lot of anxiety. I feel like people are staring at me while I'm working. I get anxious about having to find a seat, having to order, just picking a coffee shop to go to. So I just don't do it. But I thought it'd be a good little stepping stone, back into the world. So I went and did that, and I think I'm gonna do that again today because you gotta keep doing the things that give you anxiety. I could have just been okay, well, I did that, so good, now I'm never gonna do it again. That wouldn't do anything for my brain or my self-esteem. So I gotta keep doing it, so I'm gonna do that again. I think I'm gonna go to a different cafe though, because the one I went to before didn't have matcha, which was a little bit of a letdown. So I'm gonna go to one that I know has matcha that I've never tried before. So it'll be a little bit of an adventure. Oh, and also welcome to season 4 of my YouTube channel. Excited to be back and hanging out with you. Here's the fit. I'm just kidding, it's just very cold out, so I need to put on a lot of layers, so this is what's happening underneath. It's gonna look better, I promise. I'm gonna film this outfit for Instagram and TikTok though, so we're gonna switch to vertical here for a minute. I just filmed that entire video with the lens facing outside, so that's embarrassing. Take 2. So the short form version of this video will be up in January because it's currently January, but it won't be up on YouTube until February because I film my videos in advance, or at least I try to, which I don't know if that's frowned upon. I feel like, especially for vlogs, a lot of YouTubers film a vlog and it's up the next day or within the week, and I just don't understand how they do that. Well, I do. They have people who edit for them, usually, and to each their own, but I love editing my videos. It's my favorite part, so I wouldn't want to hand it off to somebody else. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the short version, and I guess you can consider this the extended version. I hate the cold, but I do like the snow. If I was wearing a waterproof coat right now, I'd probably do a snow angel. Hey there. Hi. How's it going? Good. How are you? Good. Can I have a matcha matcha latte? Sure. Do you guys have oat milk or almond milk?
Yeah, almond and half cream fresh.
I'll do oat.
Oh, matcha.
Yes. He's so goosey. Hey buddy, come warm up my hands for me. Ready for the hat hair? It's actually not that bad. Alright, we are back from the cafe. Get these on my ears. This cafe was a little busier than the first one I went to. And a little smaller. I feel like I felt a little bit more self-conscious and it was a lot louder. I could hear a lot more people's conversations, which just made it a little more difficult to concentrate. But okay, not every time is gonna be perfect. I think the more I go, the more I'll get used to the sounds and people around me and be able to concentrate like while that's happening. I also definitely want to go back to that place for lunch because they had some really good looking breakfast sandwiches and that's really all I saw, so I don't know why I think it'd be good for lunch. I don't know what I saw was breakfast, but it looks like it has good food. It really has been good to get myself out of the house. I just feel a lot more energized when I come home. Honestly, don't even mind that it's cold out. Like I do, like my hands are a little bit almost maybe frostbitten. Not really, a little though. But just the fresh air feels so good. It does help that it's also sunny out at the moment. I can get some vitamin D, like on my face at least. It's also just much quieter in the city during the winter, or at least when it's freezing because nobody wants to be outside. So I didn't run into that many people actually outdoors and it was nice to walk around and just have it be completely quiet. That was anticlimactic. Go down. I gotta put on the everything bagel seasoning. It's really hard to do left-handed. I just get like this rush of endorphins whenever I leave the house or get out of the house on my own. I think it's also nice to go out with other people or like go out with David, but something about being out on my own, doing whatever I want, being with my own thoughts, even though I'm with my thoughts constantly too much. It's just nice. I always come back feeling motivated, feeling in a good mood. Like I'm very excited to go work on my content now. Whereas if I just sat inside at my desk all day, I think I would kind of be feeling a little bit of a slump right now. And that's what I like about doing things earlier in the day, because then by the evening, I'm like fully ready to just be inside and be a potato. And I don't feel any sort of guilt about it. I just feel like I'm able to enjoy the relaxation even more because I got out and like stimulated my senses in other ways. I don't know if that makes sense. So yes, I am eating the crust of my sandwich first. Could I just cut it off? Sure, but then you lose the nutrients. Sun shining in is so nice. I was glad this cafe had matcha. The only bad thing about matcha is when you get to the end, it gets kind of powdery. And so I drank the end and then the powder got all over my lips. And then I went to put my lip moisturizer on and I smeared the powder all over my lips. I had green lips. I'd be aware of that for next time. I read a little bit of this book while I was there. There it is. It's funny because I opened it up to this chapter. It was talking about how you need to step out of your comfort zone in order to kind of become like your ideal self or whatever. And then it was saying like your brain craves familiarity, so it's gonna want you to go back into your comfort zone. So even when you start acting the way that you want to act in new ways and you're enjoying it, your brain's still gonna try to get you to go back to your old ways. So literally, I was like so happy after I went and worked at a cafe a week ago. I felt great about it. And then today, as I was getting ready to go out again, I kind of had these feelings of doubt, like I don't really want to go out. Like what if there's too many people? What if I can't find a place to sit? Maybe I just shouldn't go. My brain was telling me this despite having a great time the last time that I did this because it was craving familiarity. And then I opened the chapter to this book that was literally talking about that. Reading about it just felt very serendipitous. Another day, another bout of anxious sweats. It's been about a week since our coffee shop excursion. And today we are challenging ourselves to something a bit more challenging, for lack of a better word. I'm gonna be getting out of the neighborhood. I'm gonna go up to this zero waste shop called Eco Flamingo. A lot of my coworkers have told me about it, and I've never gone because it's kind of far away from me. So it's gonna take me about 40 minutes to get there. And for some reason, I'm just really anxious about this one. Like, my anxiety has tried to talk me out of it several times this morning. Part of me is just worried about it being a waste of time. Like, I'm scared I'll get there, maybe I'll buy one thing, maybe I'll get too scared to film, and then I'll just come home having accomplished nothing. I think also the filming aspect is giving me a lot of anxiety this time. Because I'm not that nervous about filming in public, but I do get nervous about filming in businesses. Because I don't know if they want me filming. I usually have to explain, like, I'm a content creator, and I just hate explaining that. I always think people are gonna think I'm weird, which is a personal thing. I gotta get over that. And then it's also just a part of town that I really have never been to. So I don't know the area. I don't know good places to film. I don't know if it's gonna be crowded or not crowded. So there's just a lot of unknowns that are percolating anxiety in my stomach right now. But I'm determined to go. I'm determined to not let my anxiety stop me. And I've already told myself that I'm gonna buy myself some flowers. Because not only is it a zero waste shop, but they do like a special market on Sundays where they have other vendors come in and sell their things. Obviously, because that's what a market is. And so there's one vendor that's going to be there today that sells flowers. Like, okay, Morgan, if you go to this, at the very least, you can buy yourself some pretty flowers. Isn't this jacket cute? It came in my Newly this month. It's all my favorite colors. I like kind of want to keep it and buy it, but also I'm pretty sure it's like $300, so I don't know about that. Also, this looks disgusting. Sorry for holding this. It's my smoothie of the day. I'm also going to bring my computer so that hopefully I can find a little cafe around there, just have a nice little drinky and do a little bit of work, and then I think that'll make the trip feel more worth it too. So fingers crossed for a non-crowded, very cute cafe on a Sunday morning. It's a very big ask. Also, one of the things I do when I'm anxious and I'm getting ready to leave the house is I start to think of everything I could possibly ever need to take with me. And I start grabbing really weird things. Like, what if I get hungry? Let me bring an avocado. If I want to read, let me bring a book. What if I finish the book? Let me bring 3 books. And after I'm done gathering all the things I don't actually need, then I can't find my keys, which is like the one thing that I do need. So that's usually what happens. It is what's happening right now, except for I think I know where the keys are. It's a lie. No, I don't. I know where one set of keys is. I do not know where the second one is, and I can't leave David without keys, so I have to find those.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
Okay. Sound like you're sending me off to my first day at school.
I know. I'm trying to make it fun.
I forgot my book. I'm going. I left the house an hour later than intended, and I needed David to give me a pep talk to get me to leave. In my true anxious fashion, I left the house and then I went back because I forgot my book. And I was like, if I stop at a cafe and my computer runs out of battery and I don't have a computer to work on, then what am I gonna do if I don't have my book? So I need my book. I'm about 99% sure that I'm not gonna read my book. Somebody commented on one of my videos and said that they get anxious about little things too, like taking the train specifically. And I was like, I actually get anxious about that too now. Not because I like don't know how to use the train system. I've lived in a city with a train for like 11 years, but just like it's not part of my regular routine anymore. So like, I don't know if the train's gonna be busy. I don't know if I'm gonna miss the train and have to wait another 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a seat. I don't know if it's gonna smell weird on the train. Like, there's just so many unknowns. So I'm trying to reacquaint myself with the train again. Do you guys have liquid laundry detergent, or is it just the powder?
No, we do have liquid. Yeah, I can show you where.
Cool. Thank you.
Here.
I walked right past it.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And so this is unscented.
Okay.
And then this one right here is also, I think this is lavender.
Perfect.
And then we normally have more, but we can't find the tops. So,
that's okay. I think that much will probably do for me. So.
Yeah, and so this is concentrated.
Okay.
So you only need to do 2 tablespoons.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
No, you're fine.
We had a tiny house.
Oh god. When it comes up, that's when it comes out. Okay. Ugly situation. I spilled a little bit back there. I didn't realize that it came out when you pulled up. So.
Yeah. no worries. And so which laundry detergent did you end up getting?
The lavender one, the one on the back.
Okay, so it's gonna be 883. Sorry.
Okay.
And and the receipt was sent to your email.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Have a great one.
You too.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you? It's so cute.
Happening, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, thank you. I got a cute little candle. Now I'm on my way to find a cafe. First part of this journey is complete. I'm on my way home now. They did not have flowers at the market. Well, they did. They just didn't have flowers that I wanted. I ended up getting a candle, which is fine. We love candles. It is a bit nippy out. Kind of wish I brought a scarf, but it's also windy. So I don't want to deal with the scarf blowing around, you know? Do a quick little fit check on our way home. Here's my candle that I'm very proud of. This is my I Did Something That Makes Me Anxious candle, and it's aptly named Tranquil Woods. Hi, Goshi. Hi, buddy.
Jesus.
Hat hair.
That works so hard.
Little bottom jeans with the fur. Little butt. Gotta find some more to put our candle. I think it's just gonna replace this one. Ta-da! It'll probably be more satisfying when I actually light it. There we go.
Hey, how was your time?
It was good. I got us a candle.
Oh, that looks nice. What's it called?
Tranquil Woods. I got us liquid laundry detergent. Felt really stupid though because I went into the shop, I walked around, I was looking for laundry detergent. I could not find laundry detergent, so I went up to the front and I was like, "Do you guys have liquid laundry detergent?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she walked me over to right where I'd been, and there was this ginormous vat of laundry detergent, like a huge barrel. She was like, "It's right here," and I was like, "Oh, I'm dumb. I was literally just standing right here."
And it was your first time.
Spilled everywhere because I didn't know how to use the pump thing. Normally you see a pump, you think, I go like this, stuff comes out. Well, I did that, nothing came out. So then I pulled it up, thinking maybe you gotta pull up to get all the liquid, and then when you push down, it comes out. Well, when you pull up, it just comes out. So I pulled up on the thing, and it just went all over the ground.
So it's a reverse pump?
I was very confused.
So was it as scary as you imagined?
No. So I'm happy that I went out and that I did that. It was definitely not as nerve-wracking as I was making it out to be. Vendors at the market were all very nice, and it felt good to explore a different neighborhood that I'd never been to. And the train ride really wasn't even that bad. Probably on the train for about 20-25 minutes, and the rest was just walking. And I also just ended up going into a random cafe, which I never do because I like to scope out my cafes before I go to them. I just picked this one at random. I will say the matcha latte I got was a little disappointing. Partially my fault because I forgot to ask for oat milk, so I think they just made it with regular milk. But otherwise, the cafe was really cute. I'm definitely gonna try to keep challenging myself to do more of these outings throughout the year just to get myself out of the house, kind of exposure therapy myself, being around people and getting used to just noises and distractions and things going on around me and understanding that I'm not the center of the universe, even though my subconscious thinks differently. So hopefully some of you can relate to that. It's kind of a weird thing to talk about. It's weird, that going to coffee shops makes me nervous. I've always been kind of a socially anxious person, but just with the pandemic, I feel like I already said this, but with the pandemic giving me so much at home time, I think that it just really affects me more when I do have to go out and be around people, and I don't want it to be that way. I want to be a calm person in normal human situations. So I hope you enjoyed these little vlogs. I had fun taking you guys along with me. It also holds me accountable and makes me a little bit more excited to go do these things. So thank you for tagging along, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.